Warning, this podcast contains some strong language and adult content. Viewer discretion is advised. I'm Trey B. Lyon.
And I'm J. Mello the Great.
And you're listening to T&J's Child's Play.
We created this podcast to give young adults an escape from their daily lives.
But we're here to remind you that shit is still real, so wake the up.
I'm a bad bitch. You can't kill me.
We like to highlight excellence in the young black community.
As well as give y'all some bomb advice and create a place where you can just kick it with us. Catch our show here every Thursday with some new content, and make sure to follow us on our social medias at T&J's Child's Play.
All right, welcome back. Wait, you want to do J and D or is it D and J?
It's D and J.
All right, it's D and J this week.
D and J's Child's Play featuring another J.
But we'll get into that momentarily. This week's show is going to be all about something that we all love: black women,
Black girls rock.
All right, stop. You know Trey gonna get on you when he hear that, but okay.
I'm sorry.
All right.
So this week is another episode of, usually it's T and J, but it's D and J featuring J. And the one thing that will be different for this show is that Trey is going to be missing today because we are going to be talking about black girl magic and the struggles that black women face in today's society. We also have another person in the studio. Her name is Jasmine, and I'm going to let Jasmine introduce herself.
Hey y'all, what's up? My name is Jasmine. I also have a radio show on WODU, Them Girls and Mo, Fridays.
Them
2 to
girls
3.
and Mo.
Okay.
Yeah, you already know. 3 years. It's time for us to get up out of here, though.
You know what I'm saying? I used to watch them freshman year. Well, listen
For
and watch.
real?
Yeah.
You did say that.
For sure.
See,
I have to tune into y'all's show. You have any
were
social
the
media
show.
for them to follow?
Girl, we do, but we're not active on it. Not like y'all.
I'm talking
are.
about you.
Oh, me.
I mean, of course, you are more than welcome to put your show
now.
up there.
We talking
but
about
you
the
can
black
put yours out there
women.
too. Get your followers.
Girl, yeah, follow me. Call me, beat me. My social media is all Call Me Bonnie with 2 E's at the end. So that's
Yes.
CALLMEBONNIE.
Okay, I'm gonna follow you after the show and make sure
Okay,
we stay in contact.
Back, girl, because if I see you around campus, I'm going to speak.
I'm gonna speak too.
Okay.
I'm not a fake bitch. I'm gonna be like, hey girl,
I'm not a fake
bitch with my ghetto ass. But anyway, all right. Well, now that Jasmine is all introduced, let's get into tidbits.
Tidbits.
Okay, I'm excited.
Jordan
Y'all
Woods.
should be excited.
Girl.
All right, so
Child.
tidbits is gonna go a little bit like this. Jordan Woods appeared on the Red Table Talk with Jada Pinkett Smith with all her grace and beauty to address the latest scandal between herself and Tristan Thompson. In initial reports via the Shade Room and numerous online gossip pages, Jordan was alleged to have spent the night until 7 a.m. at Tristan Thompson's home. Since then, the Kardashian clan has proceeded with sending subliminal messages to Jordan via social media. Since the story has broken, Jordan has been harassed and on via social media, as well as her family on and offline. So, how do we feel about this, ladies?
Okay, well, I'm going to just say, first of all, for the past 2 weeks, I have been thinking this girl didn't fuck this nigga. Like, I thought she was sleeping with him. I thought they done had a whole ordeal because the way that people were blowing it up all up out of proportion, I was like, oh, shit. I was like, that's really fucked up. I know Jordan did not do that.
But let me say something. Before I even knew what happened, I was already Team Jordan.
Come on now.
Fuck the Kardashian clan. Mm-hmm. They steal people's man all the time.
She stole somebody, man. She stole somebody, man.
No, she did.
Look, and then I don't like how people are really coming at Jordan's head, saying that, now she wants to run back to the black community. First of all, just because her best friend is white does not mean she's never said anything ignorant as far as my knowledge.
No.
And she's never said anything that goes against the black community. So how is this?
She doesn't speak.
Right.
She
doesn't.
has contracts.
She minds the business that pays her.
Okay.
Come on.
And I've always liked Jordan for that. She's never in anybody else's business. I've never seen her in the Shade Room under the comments talking shit.
No.
I just haven't.
And even if, I get that it's wrong, but everybody fucks up.
Yeah.
This is her fuck up.
But the way that she explained it, in case anyone hasn't seen the Red Table Talk interview, they have not had sex, according to Jordan. I guess what LA culture is, you go out to dinner, or you go to the bar, then you go to the club, and then you go to an after party. But that's how a lot of people our age do things anyway. From 18
we did that
to
last
like 23.
weekend.
Right. I mean, I didn't because I was at work, but y'all let her go out without me. Go off.
I got a party for D.
Shut up. You know, shut up. But she said she left. She did leave at 7 a.m., but when he walked her out, I guess maybe, the host does give a hug, but then he kissed her on the lips.
He went too far.
He did go too far, but I'm like...
And he has a history of going too far.
He has a history.
They don't call him third trimester Tristan for no reason.
Come on, alliteration.
Your man has a pattern.
He does have a pattern.
That's what he does.
As a matter of fact, when he got with Khloe Kardashian, wasn't he engaged? And I still didn't look it up, but allegedly the girl's name was Jordan too.
Her name's Jordan. I looked
Her
it up.
name is Jordan.
Her name is Jordan. I looked it up. Jordan
Ain't
Page.
karma a bitch.
Okay, and furthermore, isn't she black too? I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let me show you the girl.
I think the baby.
Okay, show us the girl.
I looked at the girl and I was like, she def got a little bit of melanin up in her skin tone, so she looked a little black to me. But she was pregnant with their current child that they have together, and I think she, like you said, in her third trimester, he cheated on her with Khloe.
And Khloe, oh my God! So then did y'all see the tweet? Khloe proceeded to tweet. Jordan sort of handled basically what she said, because I'm not pulling up the tweet. I'm not giving her that type of energy, that view on Twitter. Simply put, she put that Jordan should have handled this privately, and not only this, but she is responsible for breaking up her and that girl is black.
She's
type of
She's
black. Something. She got black in her.
She black in her
for
somewhere.
sure.
Her mama black, daddy black,
Somebody black, right?
Somebody black.
But Khloe blamed the whole thing on Jordan and said she is the reason why her family is broken up. Bitch, your family was broken up when you was still pregnant with baby True and he was out here with the thought pocket.
Come on now.
More so, was it ever together?
Whew, child.
Come on.
Was it ever together?
Ooh, Chile.
Come on.
How can you break up a family that was never once a family?
That's
Was
the
you and
thing.
True, and then it was Tristan on the outside. That child has a father. You don't have a nigga, bitch.
Pretty much.
You don't have a
And
nigga.
I just feel like Jordan is, 21?
Yeah.
I'm 20, but I know I still make mistakes that I'm, not too proud of. She didn't even initiate the kiss. And I'm just like, y'all have never had a problem with Jordan. She kept Kylie's whole pregnancy a secret. A secret. Didn't run her lips, has been a loyal friend to that family, not just Kylie, but to that family for years. And now this one incident, and y'all want to throw her under the bus?
Look, she
Throw
is
all their
in.
asses under the
Chloe
bus.
is in too deep.
Yeah.
She fell for another
She
cheater.
did come back and apologize.
She fell
later
for another
on,
cheater, and
but
that's what it is.
Again, people are
Now
putting up
you-
receipts, right?
You looking
She kissed Trey
stupid.
Songz. Okay, so if you didn't know, Khloe Kardashian, when she was married to Lamar Odom, you know how she's best friends with the Hack twins, the ATO twins? But she was also
Malika.
close friends with Lauren London, too. Lauren London used to date Trey Songz. Trey Songz said in a Breakfast Club interview, you can pull up the clip, he said in a Breakfast Club interview that he's only been in love with 2 women. One woman named Helen and then Lauren London. Those 2 women are the only women who have ever met his mom at that date and time. I'm not sure when this may have been I think the last time Trey Songz came out with an album, so his last project is when he did that interview. So Khloe was like, when drinks started flowing on Twitter or whatever, she had kissed Trey Songz, and that's why her and Lauren London are not cool. So how the fuck are you gonna shame somebody for doing what you did?
Okay.
And look, it's many other people too, but we're not even gonna get into that.
Yeah,
the
we're
game.
not even gonna get into French Montana. Trina should have gave her a Florida ass whooping.
Sorry.
What?
Sorry, I had something in my throat.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry.
But yeah, I'm Team Jordan.
You lose them how you get them.
I don't care.
Let's talk about that. You lose them how you get them. Y'all females need to learn this. You thought
Lose
you
them how
could
you get
learn
'em.
this shit.
If he'll do it with you, he'll do it to you.
Do it to you.
What
Period.
makes
What
you
are we
so
forgetting
different?
about that?
What makes you so different?
Period.
You're not.
Nothing.
You're not different. You're not different, Chloe. Chloe, you need to work on self. Stop
Yeah.
worrying about all that extra shit. Focus on you and your child. Focus on yourself. Focus on your brand. She got a new jean line. Focus on that.
Good American.
Fuel your energy
Don't
into
promote
that.
that.
All right, I ain't
not
promoting
Team
it. Never
Chloe.
mind.
So
Jordan.
I just do my research. I'm sorry.
Go get your little lashes that she have on Ulta
Go and get
now,
Jordan's
or whatever she
lashes.
got. I can't put on lashes.
Get her
I always-
lashes. If you have time to go
Glue
to the
my eyes
GoFundMe,
shut.
go ahead so she can get out her deal so she can finally come out with
I'm
the
not
book.
doing all that. glad we got tuition.
All right.
But but yeah, I have to be Team Jordan.
That's just the moral of the story.
Not only because she's black, but I'm always gonna go with the Smiths.
Come on.
She got Will and Jada Smith on her side.
Come on.
Was it even a mistake on Jordan's behalf? I mean, yeah, I get she went to the party. Yeah, personally, I would have handled the situation a little bit differently. But was it really a mistake for you to go to a party of a person and then they kiss you? When did that become a mistake?
Yeah, but you know what? Even in the while she was a guest on the Red Table Talk, she did. And what I really admired about her and respected was the fact that she said, I should have never went to that.
She owned up to her mistakes.
But she wasn't thinking about it like that. And I understand, which personally, I would be mad if my best friend went to my sister's nigga's house and they got a baby together and I don't care what he doing, you shouldn't be there.
Right.
But she has apologized for that.
Right.
Move on.
That was your only mistake, but y'all blowing up y'all blowing this whole thing out of proportion over a kiss, over a party that wasn't even her fault. It was not her fault.
Nope, it wasn't. And you know what? That troll Jeffree Star, I hate to shine light on him. But that troll, Jeffree Star, the one that said that black women look like cockroaches and some other shit.
He said that.
He made a video. Yes, he did. That's why I don't. Jeffree Star, first of all, he looks. You know, I ain't gonna even do that because that's a real sickness, and I ain't gonna even do that. But he made a video and was like, y'all been hooking up 4 months. I'm like, but are you in her pussy? No, you're not. And I hate to use the P word, but at the same time, I'm just like, y'all don't know this girl. You don't know her personally. You don't know what she does. So, like I said, I'm Team Jordan.
Team Jordan.
Everybody else
all day, every day.
Carry on. Stop bullying her online.
Honestly.
So, yeah. You guys want to get into the next topic?
Yeah, let's get into the next topic.
Let's get into it.
All right, so this week is about black women. And, you know, we go through a lot of things like hardships and whatnot. And me and Trey decided that it would be a good opportunity for us to actually talk about it and bring light to it because it doesn't get enough attention. So
I mean, we don't get enough attention.
We don't get enough attention.
Right.
Come on now. Look at this. Look at all this attention on this black girl.
Right. Exactly. And she had said something else. I'm not trying to backtrack, but she had said something else too in her interview. She was like, you know, the media would rather focus on something a black girl did than the real issues that the world is facing in today's climate.
She's completely right.
She's correct.
Flint still don't have clean water, but y'all worried about what the hell Jordan doing. May or may not be doing with her lips. Both sets. It's none of your business.
So since we are talking about hardships, what are some of the main hardships that you guys feel that black women do struggle with today?
Child, a lot.
Okay, I'm a go on this one. I wrote down a lot. Well, first, let me quote Malcolm X because I have always loved this quote by him. He once geniusly said, the most disrespected person in America is the black woman. The most unprotected person in America is the black woman. The most neglected person in America is the black woman. And honestly, I've never heard something that resonated so deeply to me. And then it's sad to say, but the person that has always disrespected me the most first is black men. It's just like they look at other ethnicities and races as that prize, but why are we not looked at as the prize? I honestly had a black man tell me that I would never have a black man bestow his faithfulness and his love upon me because I don't know when to shut the fuck up.
What?
And I was like, oh, here's the door.
What?
You can go.
What?
Yes. And I just feel like if we are vocal, we're aggressive. If we stand up for ourselves, we're ghetto. If we're loud or our voice carries, we're ghetto. So I'm just like, so what you're saying is you want me to be timid, stay in a corner, and never stand up for myself. That's not going to happen. I'd rather be that loud black bitch than to not say anything at all because what you won't do is run over
And let's not do stereotypes and whatnot, but that's the reason why they go towards the other races, and that's just what it is.
That's fine. You can have Becky.
The white women.
Not putting no stereotypes on it.
The white women. Because they're going to sit in the corner, they're going to be quiet, and they're going to do what the fuck you tell them to do, and I'm not. That's the
Come
one
on.
thing that I'm not doing is I'm not doing that.
I'm not
You're
doing
not
that.
Tell me to stay in my quote-unquote place. What is a place?
What is a place?
Please define it for me.
What
because
is
I'm
a
not going to say
place?
this.
Yeah.
You're not going to define my walls, boo.
And then for a lot of black women, it's just like sometimes you don't even remember when the damn disrespect first started. It could be from your father, people you dated, men in authority such as principals, policemen, even strangers. Shit, in the summertime when it get hot, I want to pop out in my sundress. I can't even pump gas when a nigga trying to come up to me, trying to spit game. I'm like, but are you going to pay for this gas?
Come on.
And if I say, no, you can't have my number, it's fuck you, bitch.
Right.
Come on.
No.
Oh, okay.
Fuck you, you black bitch. That's what
You know
is.
what? Oh,
my God. That happened to her.
Okay, so a few weeks ago, I was driving through the village. It's a 4-way stop. So lot H is right here on the right, and then is that little sushi place right here on the left. Mm-hmm. So we're at the 4-way stop. I'm in the straight lane, and he's in the turning lane. It's a big black Ford truck, okay, pickup truck. And he must have been trying to get over, but I didn't see his signal light. So when it was my time to go, I was going straight, but he tried to go past me and almost knocked my little Honda Accord out of the way. So he rolls his window down. I'm thinking he about to apologize. He was like, what the fuck are you doing, you stupid black bitch? Was like...
Was he black?
He was white.
No, this was a white guy. And he went to ODU because he had an ODU sweatshirt on. I went and filed a report, and they said, well, he didn't hit you, so he didn't do anything illegal, blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, okay, but for a campus that loves to, like, brag on how diverse we are and how we stand up for our different cultures, y'all definitely didn't make me feel like you was going to stand up for me. And I just took it as another dagger as, like, being a black woman. Nobody's going to stand up for me except for myself and my sisters that surround me.
Correct.
That's it.
So, I don't know if y'all saw the episode last year we had on our radio show, but somebody had commented, like, I forgot, it was a bunch of comments they had, but then one comment that struck out to me specifically was nigger.
Oh,
our comments with the ER, not nigger. Regardless, it's not okay to say it, but
it's not. But I'm like, damn, that's how you know they hate you with the ER. In the
comments with the nigger. I'll have to pull up the picture for y'all after the show ends. But we were just doing our regular radio show. It was just me and Ananda that day specifically, and somebody legit commented, "You niggers," and I was like.
This was a live show?
This was a live show. It was
Their show was live.
Our show's live.
Yeah.
So it was on YouTube, and we're in the comments. The show was about to end. We're looking through the comments because sometimes people be talking to you in the comments. Commenting on things we're saying, and that's definitely what somebody wrote in the comments. So when we took it to kind of like higher up, we just felt as though I'm not gonna say they didn't handle the situation appropriatly, but it was just kind of like I felt like.
There wasn't any
Did you feel like they were brushing your feelings underneath the rug?
No,
or more like patronizing you, like, I'm so sorry that happened to you, but unfortunately.
Not necessarily, but in the long run, in a nutshell, it's just kind of like there's always, we can't do this, we can't do that. And my feelings towards that situation is can you not or will you not?
Right.
Yeah.
Because it's just kind of like there's ways to figure out, there's ways to track people, there's ways to do cybersecurity shit. I don't know how to do that.
We have a whole major here. Come on, Old Dominion.
You as the police department should be able to do something like that.
And I gave them a partial on the person's plate. I know they have to have some type of parking pass. And somebody DM me, and before I made the complaint through the ODU police station, and I even gave them a partial of the plate, and I let them know that they live through ODU Rent. They live in one of their buildings because somebody said they've seen that truck before with the partial that I've had put on Twitter or whatever. And I'm just like, damn, you could at least get him for harassment, because it was 2 girls that actually added me on Twitter once they saw the tweet and was like, I was right there and I heard that. So I'm like, I have 2 witnesses. You can't even get him for some type of harassment.
Right. Right.
Yeah. But I'm like, all right, go off, ODU. I'll be doing my master's program at a HBCU, and I'm speaking that out. To existence. I'm speaking it into existence because this is just. I don't feel.
It's ridiculous.
I don't feel protected. I feel like they always want to release a statement. ODU specifically always just want to release a statement.
President quick to send an email.
Quick as hell, but it's not quick to make some type of initiative to actually change things. I'm tired of your white sorry. I don't know how many ways to say.
White sorry. I like that.
I am tired of your white sorry. And don't get me wrong, there are some very unproblematic white people on this campus.
There are. Just like, I have a lot of white friends.
Right.
No, I can't relate. But
I got about 6. Hey, Lauren, how you doing?
Right, thank you.
About 6.
Oh, okay. I have the one I met in one of my classes.
You know what I'm saying?
Really nice. I forgot her name though, but
that's
she's nice.
You know,
she's nice, and they did at me and was like, "I'm so sorry that happened to you. Like that shouldn't have happened to you." And just like the other day, when I was in class, we were having a discussion about racism. And this one, she was a white girl. She didn't say it in a disrespectful way. She did say it respectfully. She didn't want to, like, tiptoe around the issue. She just came out about it, which I respected. She was just like, I honestly have to say that I just have never seen any, white person do anything malicious as far as, like, racism. And I'm just like, well, that's the privilege that you live in. You have the privilege to not have to see it.
And it's like, have you not seen it, or do you just not acknowledge it? Do you not know that that's what that is? Because just because something's not offensive to you, just because something's not seen as racist or disrespectful to you, you're not going to see it the way
that's
that I see it.
That's the main part of the problem.
Your viewpoint is always going to be different. And it's like, it's a sense of ignorance.
It is a sense of ignorance.
But the thing was, I guess her point was, she doesn't see it on social media because she's not a social media person. And, it's a main presence online. You'll see a lot of racism. But she hasn't seen it on social media. I'm just like, well, shit, you're president. And she was like, but no, don't butt me, Becky. You're president.
And the only way that that's going to change is if they take the initiative to actually speak out. Because the whole thing of racism is deeply rooted.
Right.
But for the main type of racism that is out now, white people need to come and step up and say it's not right.
And I wish
and
I would. I've actually heard a white person on this campus say, that's reverse racism. First of all, black people can't be racist. We
got a whole show on it.
We don't have that power to hold y'all back systematically. We can be prejudiced, but we cannot be racist. There is no system put in place to where I could, as a black woman, hold a white woman back from getting a promotion, from bettering her life, from, I don't know, if I call the police on a white woman, they're more likely to take me downtown than they are to take her downtown. Does that make sense?
It does make sense.
It's just, but people pick and choose what they want to see.
And like you said, it's deeply rooted. It's more than just today.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely not just things that have been happening lately. It's things that have happened in the past. It's things that have been brought down to people. Like, I have wrote in the note somewhere, too, how it's just like, black women are always the last to get something.
Oh,
whether
hell
it's
yeah.
politics, whether it's a job, like you said, a promotion, whatever the case may be, black women are always at the bottom of the list. It comes the white man.
Mm-hmm. The white woman,
a black man, and then
a black
woman.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like, it's always been that way. It's always been deeply rooted that way, like you said. And we're always at the bottom of the totem pole just because of how society has been formed, how it's been formed over the years, and how it's still going to continue to form if people don't do something about it today.
Yeah.
Right. And we try to break the barrier. And then the things what Danyale was said earlier, we're the angry black woman, we're the mad black woman, just because we're trying to get our voice heard and we're trying to go into those fields that is usually not meant for us.
And to go back to what Jasmine just said, that category that she just named,
like a chain of commands.
On a good day, because I've actually seen a study where it's on a good day, it's white man, white woman, black man, black woman. But on a bad day, or in most cases, it's white man, white woman, Hispanic man, Hispanic woman, black man, black woman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, and you would think that a lot of black men would want to lift us up and to pull us up and to help us get where we want to go. But no, a lot of the time we just left to do the shit ourselves. And that's the mindset we have. And it's just like I'm sad to say it, but a lot of black men that I've tried to date have always been intimidated by how strong that I am.
Yes.
They don't like that, but I'm just like, but if I'm not strong, am I supposed to rely on you?
Right.
I'm sorry, I can't afford to do that.
I'm not doing that. Because whose problem is that? Is it me or is it you?
That's your insecurity.
That's your insecurity. You need to look within self. And can I date you? That's the question that needs to be.
I can't make you become a man. I can't make you feel like a man.
Correct. And we don't have that privilege. Right. What did you say?
I just got mad.
Jada. But seriously, we don't even have that privilege to rely on anyone other than ourselves. And I'm kind of glad, because I must say, like, black women are doing so much better when it comes to supporting each other. Because when I within the last I want to say 3 years we've been getting really good with it. But I remember, a time where, like, black girls, we were just going at it for no reason. But it's just like, I feel like we're starting to realize, okay, they want to play us against each other.
Right.
But the only way for us to continue to evolve is for us to have your sisters back. Because at the end of the day, we're all sisters. I don't care what you say. We're all sisters.
All right.
So
I'm about to just hit y'all with a fact. I took women's technology class last semester.
You love technology.
I love technology. I had to take it. Women's study minor,
Got you. I took women's
Black girls
studies
rock.
too.
But over the course of the last century, white women and black women, they were inventing a lot of things that they weren't getting discovered. 70% of the patents that were done by white women were discovered. 30% of the black patents by black women were discovered. So basically 70% of the white women's work was awarded to, and now we're getting awarded for the rest of the things that we actually accomplished, which was way more than 30%. That's just a little statistic out there for you that this shit is going to keep on going until we actually do something about it.
I didn't even know that a black woman created the GPS system.
Oh, GPS system.
I've seen that.
A black woman, that's
so much.
It was a black woman did something else too. We've done a lot.
And
you used to see a lot of black male inventors, and I'm like, oh wow, it sucks that we're just now getting that acknowledgement. But now I'm like, damn, there
inventors,
were black women,
engineers, all types of things.
And math is hard.
Math is hard.
I would want my acknowledgement as a black woman who is an
woman
engineer.
Producers, the people making your music right now. It's probably not a man. It's not just Metro Boomin. It's another girl.
Right.
This is true.
It's in the studio.
It's like our backs are used as a stepping stone, and it's disgusting. But it's just like people try to say that we're too strong, but we don't have any other choice because it seems like we're the only people that have each other's back.
You bring up a good point though too. When the black woman is seen as strong, independent, goal oriented or strategic, we're kind of seen as a bitch.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
but let a man do it.
Let a man do it. Like, let a man be strategic.
Oh,
let a
that great power. Oh, my God. He's a great leader.
What?
Yes,
Exactly.
Look at that. That's why I love our forever president, Barack Obama, because he gives his wife the due credit. Okay, and if you have not read Becoming, get that book. Okay, get the book. But I actually saw a study a few weeks ago that says that black women being the savior for not only themselves, the community, and black men actually starts to affect our health.
Wow.
And seriously, like black women are dying at alarming rates. Not even from like cancer. We die more of stress than we do from cancer. And I feel like that's pretty sick. And it doesn't help that when we do go to the doctor, if you don't go to a doctor that looks like you, like a black woman or a black man, then you're more likely your claims are not taken seriously.
Oh, I have a story on that too.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm keeping on.
No, go ahead. I want you to elaborate so people get that.
My friend Yana, she put it on her Instagram. This lady, she went in for a C-section. I forgot. They were two. It was a black couple, and they were successful. I don't know what they did, but what's that hospital in Los Angeles?
Girls, don't get me wrong.
No, it's the Kardashians go to it all the time. Well, the hospital that the Kardashians go to all the time, she had a scheduled routine C-section. Mm-hmm. And basically she went in for the C-section. Everything went fine. But when she went in for recovery, her lungs started hemorrhaging. It was just a whole bunch of blood, like, filling up.
You know what? I saw that,
You saw that, right?
I took African-American
It took them almost,
studies.
like, 8 hours for them to even get her to the operating room.
She could have been saved.
So she could have been saved
she died.
with an
Did.
with an instant little procedure.
And we're talking about, you know what? I don't know if you guys
he kept
see
on
it.
asking. He kept on asking. He kept on asking for help. He kept on asking for help. They didn't get her a CAT scan until, 10 o'clock that night? And then they didn't get her to the OR room until, midnight.
You know what? I can actually pull that up. I don't know if you guys have Twitter, but there is a unbiased, which I really do like them for that, a page on Twitter. It's called AJ Plus, and they actually ran the story. Like, we're talking about a black woman that spoke 5 languages.
5 languages,
in,
healthy,
tip-top shape,
ran 10 miles a day,
loved to travel.
It
They
was
already
ridiculous.
had one son, and to tell, and I don't think their son was past the age of 5.
Ridiculous.
And to have to tell a 5-year-old that your mom isn't coming back,
ridiculous.
It's sick. It's just like the paper that I wrote last semester was basically a wealthy black woman is more likely to die after having birth than a white woman on welfare. Seriously.
It's crazy.
And if you have ever listened to Serena Williams, if you've ever listened to Serena Williams, though, from her documentary to her interviews, she almost died after giving birth to her daughter.
I think I heard about that. Her almost died after giving birth.
Yeah. So
that's crazy.
That's legit crazy. But that's why we need more black doctors. That's why we need more black people in certain fields, because no one's going to know us. No one's going to take care of us like we do.
Yeah, and I really do applaud the tons of black women that go into, go to school and decide to be nurses, but I kind of want black women to go past that. It's always biology. You can do that, chemistry. Yes. You can do physics. You can be the doctor. I just feel like we've been, again, like, okay, now we're in the medical field, but now you're going to limit us to being basic RNs. Right. You know what I mean? When you can be the doctor. So when my sister and I are only like a year and some change apart, when she came to me and told me she wanted to be an OBGYN, I said, and you damn sure will. I don't care if I had to help my sister through school. I don't know how I would do that. But, my sister, she's going to be a doctor, because they say in order for us to really, I guess, get the medical attention that we need, we have to start going to doctors that are black women and our black men. For sure. Because they're not going to sweep our... In fact, in some medical schools, they even teach the doctors to not listen to black women as much, to not take our claims as seriously. I'm serious. A doctor has definitely openly admitted this, and I'm just like, dang,
that's deep too. And then with the birth control trials and tribulations, it's a lot that goes on. And a lot that went on.
What you mean?
Oh, what you talking about with the birth control?
Yeah, it's me.
So, this doesn't really have to do with, like, black women, but basically when birth control first came out, they did a test in Puerto Rico, I believe, and they tested, like, over 60 women. See, I'm trying to remember what happened. Well, basically, most of them died because they were still getting the birth control pill, like, together. Found it. So most of them died.
I don't know if you want me to play this clip. This is the.
You can. Well, we can put it in.
Yeah, it don't matter. Edit down, but
this
is. I really want you guys to see this.
Is that the birth control clip?
This is the Serena.
No, this is the one where what you were just talking
with
about,
the male
when he was asking the doctors to help his wife for over 9 hours.
My wife, Kira Dixon Johnson, was the closest thing that I'd ever met to a superhero. She made me far better than I ever thought I could be, and she was far better than I ever deserved. We're talking about a woman that ran marathons, that raced cars, that spoke 5 languages fluently. So we were blessed to welcome our first son, Charles, on September 18th of 2014. We always wanted back-to-back boys, and we were blessed to find out that we were going to welcome our second son, Langston, in April of 2016. We walked into Cedars-Sinai Medical Center on April 12th of 2016 with a woman that just wasn't in good health. She was in exceptional health. We went in for what was supposed to be a routine scheduled C-section on what was supposed to be the happiest day of our lives, and we walked right into what was a nightmare. Shortly after the procedure took place around 2 o'clock, shortly afterwards, we went back to recovery. As I'm sitting there reflecting in all this glow and pride of being a new father for the second time, Kira's resting, my new baby is resting, and as I look at her bedside, I begin to see the catheter begin to turn red with blood. I brought it to the attention of the staff, the nurses at Cedars-Sinai. They came in. They said, we're going to do a couple of things. We're going to order a set of tests, and we're going to order a CT scan to be performed stat. I was concerned, but I said, you know what? My wife is healthy, and what's supposed to be one of the best hospitals in the world. I'm concerned, but we've got a plan, okay? Blood work comes back. It's showing that it's abnormal, and she's hemorrhaging. And they ordered a CT scan that was supposed to be performed stat. Keep in mind, this is around 4 o'clock. 5 o'clock comes. No CT scan. Her blood levels are continuing to drop. By this time, she's beginning to shiver uncontrollably. 6 o'clock, no CT scan. She's beginning to become pale. She's in extreme pain. 7 o'clock comes, 8 o'clock comes, no CT scan. I'm begging, I'm pleading the staff to do something. And around 9 o'clock, as I continue to plead for my wife's life, the staff at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center tells me, sir, your wife just isn't a priority. 8 o'clock comes, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. They said, well, we need to do a blood transfusion. I'm saying, well, where is the CT scan? It wasn't until after midnight that they finally took my wife back to surgery. After I begged and pleaded for them to take action for more than 10 hours. When they took Kira back to surgery, they opened her up, and there were 3.5 liters of blood in her abdomen. And she coded immediately.
Sir, your wife is just
you
not...
You can stop it
right
there. Just stop it.
You don't even need to hear anything else.
Your wife just isn't a priority.
It's just a priority.
Let Kim K come in there with her. Let her.
She'll be out there. What a prime example. Thank you for bringing that up.
Bruce need Botox.
What is she? The princess of
Caitlyn need a titty fix.
Yeah, Kate Middleton, whatever.
Bruce.
She was in the hospital at 1:00. She came out the hospital at 8 p.m.
It's just
a white wealthy woman and then a black wealthy woman. This one passes away. The other one is out in less than 8 hours. Just let that sink in.
Yeah. My thing is, you were in a hospital.
In a hospital.
One of the best hospitals in the world.
One of the best hospitals in the world.
I done went to the ER in Manassas for short of breath. And they done got my ass out in a couple of hours over this. I'm sorry. This lady is shivering, turning pale, bleeding, and you can't even get her a CT scan. Honey, I was hooked up to all types of medical equipment within a matter of 2 hours. And I was out.
Yeah, so her death was unnecessary. And it's heartbreaking. When I first watched that, like, this is the first time I've watched this video and, like, have not teared up. But this is just, it's ridiculous. And it makes me scared.
Right.
When I become a mother, I want to, that's why I'm like, even prior to seeing this, and this was a big confirmation for me. When I have children, I want to be so financially stable to where I can afford a doula and a midwife, because I'm not interested in having a baby in a hospital. I can't do it. I need somebody that I know is going to be there for me emotionally, physically, and is there for the overall great health of not only myself but my baby as well.
Right.
So y'all can have them hospitals, okay? I'm over it. I'm disgusted at this video. Like, every time I watch it, I become more and more disgusted.
There's just no excuse.
But it does make you really fearful. It makes you fearful. Like, you don't think about things like that all the time. That's not something that's occurring in the back of your mind, especially not when you're about to go into motherhood. You're not about to have a baby. You're not going to think that I'm not going to be okay.
I might not make it.
You're more so concerned about the baby, but you're not thinking about yourself.
You're not.
This is an issue.
Now this man is left to raise 2 boys by himself. Just like boys need their fathers, they need their mothers too. They need both parents.
Exactly.
And it was just, it's unnecessary. But watch, unfortunately, you know what, with stories like this, it's really sad. But watch one of his sons, if not both, become one of the best doctors in the world.
Right.
That's probably what's going to happen.
Right. Because it's stories like that drive people to want to fix things.
Yep.
To want to better things. Because that's not right.
It's not right at all. That should have never occurred.
That shouldn't have happened. Your wife's not a priority right now. What are you saying? What is?
Yeah. And I feel like that kind of brings us into our next topic with...
It does.
Girl, I'd have flipped shit. I'd be like, y'all don't give my wife a motherfucking CT scan. See, look at me.
I would have turned that bitch the fuck out.
Would have got locked up.
I would have turned that bitch the fuck out. What the fuck are you talking about? She's not a priority.
She's not a priority.
You better make her a fucking priority.
She's not a priority.
What the fuck do you mean? She's bleeding. She's turning pale. Do you know what that indicates? I don't know where the fuck you got your medical degree from. Grey's Anatomy didn't taught me enough. She's turning the fuck pale.
She's turning pale?
She's turning the fuck pale. She's bleeding first and then turning the fuck pale.
Yeah.
If you don't get her a CT scan, stat, and ER, like, what the fuck is wrong
stat,
with you?
ASAP, all y'all medical terms. Let's get it. Yeah. It's just...
She's not a priority. Shit, that made me mad.
Yeah. 6 hours, bro.
Yeah.
And she was suffering for 6 hours.
Yeah. And it's just... Whew.
Can't wrap my head around that one.
Yeah.
But you want to get into next...
Yeah, our next topic is how black women are motivated to pursuing fields that are typically dominated in the male field. So why do you guys think that a lot of black women are becoming more motivated when it comes to pursuing fields that are typically male-dominated?
Just like you said, we're motivating ourselves to go ahead and do more within the community that we aren't usually catered to.
Right.
I think they see situations like that.
Yeah.
And then they're just kind of like, that can't happen.
That can't happen.
It's honestly like a form of scarcity. Like, you know, like when things like that happen, it triggers different emotions inside of you. But it also, like, scarcity is one of the things that will make people act. It'll call to action a lot of different things. So I think that's one of the reasons why that black women are seeing that not only can I can do it too, because I think for a long time we were told that we can't do it. You're not strong enough. You're not fast enough. You're not smart enough. You can't, you know, things like that. But it's also a time where it's like, I need to do it for not only myself, but for other people who look just like me.
Right. And I mean, for me and my major, I'm not going into a male-dominated.
What's your major? I'm sorry.
My major is English with a minor in education. It's not really a male-dominated field, but it is kind of like a white-dominated field.
I agree.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I agree.
And I want to teach, and I hate when I tell people that I want to teach, and they're just like, but you don't make any money. Yeah, but if I didn't have the teachers that I had, the black women that I had influencing me, I would have been somewhere being somebody's baby mama. I wouldn't know that smart girls don't date dumb boys.
Right.
Come on.
I wouldn't have known that. And it's just like, if you're in it for the money, then it's not for you.
And not only that, I hate when people say that because I'm like, in today's climate, teachers do make pretty decent amounts.
I can make a decent living as long as I have a master's. Yeah.
You can make a decent living off of stuff, and it's a constant field where you learn. Mm-hmm. That's one thing that I definitely learned. It's based upon location. It's a constant field where you learn things. But like you said, it's not about the money. That's not what you're in it for.
First of all, somebody has to teach with a genuine heart because somebody got to teach y'all's kids, first of all.
Right.
Second of all, kids spend a lot of time with their teachers. So it's just like, especially if they like their teacher, kids don't learn from somebody that they don't like, and they know who doesn't like them back. So my thing has always been, I would love to, if I get to impact one student per year, I've done my job. Of course, I would like to impact more, but I just would like to I don't even have to be the specific reason why they're choosing to do better. But I want especially the kids in this area, I would like to work at a Title I school because, you'll be surprised at how many high schoolers within the Norfolk area read at a 3rd grade level because they're just being passed along and nobody cares. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, I don't know. I care more than that. Right. And they should know that your education can be a way out. You don't have to go into the military. That doesn't, and there's nothing wrong with the military, but a lot of the times, I feel like people pumping that into their kids, like, oh, school's not for you. You don't get it right away, go into the military. Yep. Go into the merchant seaming. Okay, we're going to try to get you a job at the shipyard. Your education can be, we're going to put a ball in your hand.
That's it. No, that's it.
And I'm serious. There was someone I went to high school with, and he played a sport here. And, I had a few tutor sessions with him, but he could barely read. So I'm like, are you even reading what you're signing? He could be signing his life away.
Right.
And he wouldn't even know it because he could barely read.
Right.
And that's just, it's just not fair to him at all. So it's just like, as long as you dribble well, we got you. But the moment you get hurt, I don't know what you're going to fall back on because it won't be your education.
I don't know. And it's not even
I'll tell you one thing. When I have kids, it won't be my son.
Girl, right.
It won't be my son.
Because you're going to know what you're going to do reading this house, okay? You're gonna surpass that. You're not going to just do what the teacher tell you to do. No, you're going to overextend yourself.
Right. You have to.
You have to.
You can play the game after you read a chapter in that book for me.
Right.
That's it.
It's kind of like, have y'all seen Scandal?
No. Of course.
I haven't seen it.
I love Olivia
I've
Pope.
seen episodes, but I haven't seen like
and some wine.
Girl,
that's my shit.
Yes, a nice little red glass of red wine. But what her father, y'all know, well, just for y'all listening, is Kerry Washington. Hey, sis.
Kerry Washington.
I love you, Kerry.
He always tells her, she's very ambitious. She's driven. She went to Georgetown Law. Like, she's kind of like a publicist for working in the big DC firm, of course. But one thing her father always tells her is you always have to be twice as good.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
I feel like every African American parent says that.
Yeah.
A toe.
Yeah, it only gets you a toe in the door. Right. Not even a full toe. You have to fight your way in.
And even
right. And even when you somewhat get in the door, then you got to fight through the office just to get to the desk. Mm-hmm. Oh. It's always going to be a constant fight, and it's sad, but it's true.
Constant fighting. You're always going to have to prove somebody wrong.
Yeah.
Especially as a black woman here.
Mm-hmm.
Whew. Preach.
But I kind of want to go back to your comment too about having black teachers teach our kids, because it's just kind of like where I'm from Arlington, y'all, so that's 10 minutes outside of DC, of course, but I've always been, it's kind of been, I guess you could say it was diverse in a sense.
I know what you mean, because I went to high school in Northern Virginia. I went to Potomac. That's in Woodbridge.
You went to Potomac, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So it was
just like, oh yeah.
Girl.
I know.
But I guess you can say it was advertised as diverse, but it's not kind of like ODU diverse. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't enough of us for me to personally feel as though it was diverse.
Okay.
Right. And you know what? We talked about that kind of, was it last week, or I was having a discussion with someone. I hate when I have a good discussion. I can't remember who with. But as far as with Northern Virginia, I was in class when I had this discussion. With Northern Virginia, what my thing is, it is looked at as diverse because there are a lot of different races and ethnicities. However, at the end of the day, everybody wants to be white. And everybody but me. So they weren't, and that's the thing. I didn't get along with a lot of people up there because I'm from South Norfolk, and that's not saying like I'm super ghetto or whatever, but me speaking like this, why are you so loud? My voice carries. I go in a room and I own it. I have no problem doing that. I'm not timid, and I won't pretend to be timid or adjust to make you feel comfortable. I'm not going to do that.
Right. And it's like up there, it's like you said, it seemed to be diverse. We have a lot of different people, but it's still predominantly white.
They're whitewashed.
It's still
a lot of the kids
predominantly white. Like they're whitewashed. You got people trying to be white, but they still take over a large portion of the majority. So it's like when I was in high school, it was probably like, I remember my AP English class, 11th grade year, me and my best friend was kind of like the only couple black girls in ninth grade.
Not surprising.
Wow.
And when I got put into AP English, it kind of just was, it was kind of a culture shock to me because here I am in a room. She didn't get put into my class. She got into another period or whatever they called it at that point. But I'm in this joint like looking around, and everybody around me is white. I can't relate to them. The teacher's white. They're talking about some white movie, trying to pull it into English. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Right.
And then you have the couple. I can't hear. You're kind of impacting my learning in a sense because I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Not only that, but I feel that like when I got put, Potomac didn't call it AP. They called it ACE.
Oh, okay.
So I got put into ACE, some ACE class. I took ACE history and I took ACE English. Y'all can have that ACE math and that ACE science.
Yeah,
I did take one ACE science because it was a black Jamaican lady teaching it.
I took AP environmental.
Senior year. Okay, I took ACE environmental science.
Nothing else over there.
Senior year. Yeah.
I got you with the English though.
But the thing is, like, when I was in those classrooms, when you're like one of the only few black people there. First of all, in my classes, I was not the only black girl. Maybe it was 2 other black girls and 1 black boy, but they were whitewashed, and I knew who the hell I was. So it's just like when we were having discussions in class, and they're just like, I really feel like, I'm talking about the other black people, I really feel like we're progressing as a society. And I'm like,
I don't.
What timeline y'all looking on? And then everybody looking at me like, oh, you're so loud. Oh, I have to be loud in order for y'all to get it because you're not hearing. And so it's just like, it's hard. It was hard for me, of course, to be myself and for me to want to speak up in environments like that. But I had to. I wasn't, like I said, I'm not going to adjust to make somebody else feel comfortable. And my truth is my truth. We might lead 2 different lives, but I'm going to respect your perspective as long as I don't feel like I'm being disrespected. And I'm always going to respect you, but you're going to hear where I'm coming from. And I'm going to try to relate it. I'm going to try to make you, relate and understand where I'm coming from. I'm not just pulling this out my ass. I'm being real.
Right. That's
so,
it.
Yeah, it was kind of nerve-wracking when you got a whole bunch of like white eyes looking at you like, what are you talking about?
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
You still get that here a little bit too?
You do.
Yeah.
You do.
You do.
They a little bit better with
it's it. It's a little better.
A little bit, the teensy, little bit better.
I think I said my professor was shook this semester because I'm in African American literature and she's
I knew it was a white
female.
Wait, is this what you have with Amari?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm just like, Amari, like, it was, first of all, surprisingly, it's a lot of white people in that class. Which is fine, I guess, but...
It's not surprising, though, because that's the same experience I had, too. I took Interpreting the African Past my freshman year, and a majority of the class was white people. It was, of course, you had, the black people in there, too, you know, sparingly, but a majority of the class was white people.
Yeah. Wow. Because, okay, I said this a couple, like way back, like a few shows ago. I was more like, honestly, and this is not me trying to be rude, nasty, or anything. white people go wrong. A lot of the time, I feel like black people give white people too much credit. I feel like we give them too much credit because we're assuming they're smart. They only know their shit. We have to know their shit, and we have to know our history. So not only do we know their history, but we know our history as well. We know more than them. We're smarter than them.
You bring up a great fact.
You know where we go wrong? Black people don't like to fucking read.
That's what it is.
That's true. We don't like to read. Well, not we, but you know what I mean. Like,
I get exactly what you're saying.
We don't do the research. We don't do the legwork. We do the bare minimum, what they give us.
Right.
We read the textbook that they give us.
We don't tend to go past that. And
you don't go past the textbook.
A lot of parents don't make their kids go past that either.
That's what it is.
Not my kids.
And just like Trey said earlier, too, a lot of people still don't even know what racism really is.
Right. Oh, yeah, but what I said in the class was because we were setting, like, class boundaries and class rules because we had to address it. Like, we will be talking about lynching and different things like that. And one of the rules was don't tiptoe around the issue, just say it. And I was like, wait a minute. I got to say something. I said, I don't mean to offend anybody, but I'm going to just go ahead and say it since y'all want me to tiptoe.
Don't tiptoe.
I have no problem with what you have to say, but that N-word better not come out your mouth.
That's
and then
it.
Second, as long as I feel like I'm not being disrespected, we'll be okay. And third, don't let your president get you fucked up. Because I'll sit a semester out and take my ass to NSU if I have to.
Period.
But don't let your president get you fucked up. Because I don't care. And my mama already know. I know my mom knows her child. I will go to extreme lengths to make sure that me and my people are not disrespected. I don't care.
That's what it is.
So, yeah, everybody was looking at me like, I said what I said. Don't let your president get you fucked up. I tell you, meet me on Kill 'em. Goddamn it.
Kill me outside. How about that?
Meet me on Kill 'em.
Meet me on Kill 'em. How about that? 43rd.
Meet me on Kill 'em. Right outside the game.
Just right outside the game. Off school grounds. Oh yeah, it is a big field. Ain't nothing but space and opportunity over there.
They're constructing right now.
Oh, well, all right. It's still a lot of space.
So let's get into the next topic. You know, we have a lot of black women, and we like to highlight them, so we're going to highlight them now. Do you guys have any black women that you guys would like to shout out, or you think it's doing really good in the professional sense?
Well, I know you're going to steal mine.
How am I going to steal yours?
Michelle Obama, and I have another one.
I have plenty.
Issa Rae. I have Issa Rae.
Oh, Sissy
because
her bag.
Oh, securing it and making sure that her peers are getting their bag as well. Because I personally love Issa Rae. I have loved her since she was doing her screenplays and her different projects on YouTube. Mm-hmm. And a lot of the YouTube or the actors that she used while she's on YouTube, she has helped to get different opportunities and like showcase their different talents. So I'm like, oh my God, I love this. Like it's this one show. It's called I think it's on the Issa Rae YouTube channel. It was called The First. And
I've seen it.
Okay, you've seen The First, right? I loved it.
I loved it.
So the leading actor in it, he was one of the main love interests. He's on Black Lightning. He was on Black Lightning. What else was he in, Jada? He was on something else on TV. Oh, he was on that show Love Is that was on the Oprah Winfrey Network.
That dude. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
He was in Love Is.
That dude.
They're not continuing my show.
Yeah, no, they're not picking it up. But he's so talented, he's going to continue to get booked. So I'm so happy for Issa Rae. And for me, you know, I always thought that, I'm going to be a teacher. But the convenient thing about being a teacher is, you know, you get all major holidays off and you pretty much get the summer off. Right. So I'm like, I can still write or whatever. So, you know, well, as y'all know, I'm going to just throw that out there. I am working on a book. It will be coming out this year.
And y'all will be purchasing the book.
You should. But anywho, for me, I always thought that I was just going to like stay in my lane and write books. But now I just started branching out and trying to write scripts too. So I was just like, if Issa Rae can have humble beginnings, I'm gonna have humble beginnings too.
Girl, I'll be on the YouTube.
I'm a security
Let me know. I'll be on the YouTube.
You'll be on the YouTube.
See, I know you wanted to take our first lady, so I have another one.
No, you can have it. I got Issa.
It's a fellow Jada.
I'm rooting for everybody black, so it doesn't even matter.
I nominate Jada Pinkett Smith.
Oh yeah, especially after that.
She's taking her career to many paths. Now she has the Red Table, and it's amazing, and I love it. And then from a career field side,
she better than Ayanna.
She is.
I was ready to say, did y'all see the thing they had said about comparing her to Ayanna?
Yes.
And Jada Pinkett Smith, but she is better than
If Jordan would have went to Ayanna, Jordan would have been distraught.
She would have been distraught.
Oh my God, yes.
Ayanna would have.
She would have said, "You're a cheater."
Somebody said Ayanna make you recite your rap lyrics to your ancestors.
For real though. But on a radio personality tip, because that's kind of the career path I want to go into, it's this other girl. She's a Grenadian. Her name is Nadeska Alexis.
I've never heard of
Yeah, it's in the islands, Caribbeans and Barbados, around there. So yeah, I wanted to shout her out because now she has her own radio show that comes on Fridays with Apple Music, and she is also the executive producer and head coordinator of Everyday Struggle on Complex's YouTube channel. So she's getting the bag as well.
He mentioned this to me.
So yes,
the other day,
I wanted to shout them out.
Jada gonna be next. Jada up next.
I gotta be up next.
But don't forget, you know me, because I said, I have my ghetto moments.
I'm not gonna forget you.
And I be like, bitch, you know me. Don't do that.
I'm gonna be outside.
Don't make me forget my home.
Go ahead.
Jada.
Come to the studio.
You live next door, remember?
Oh yeah, before I forget too, the girl, her name is Toni Harris. She's gonna be the first female that is not a non-kicker to go to a 4-year school for football. So congrats to her. Yeah, I think she's a defensive back or something. Oh shit. So best of luck to her.
Okay. While I think and I believe that women can do anything, especially black women can do anything we put our minds to, I hope they don't fuck around.
I hope they don't fuck around. Because look, she already playing like a D3 college. Them men are big at them D1 schools. Just please don't kill her.
Keep it mad. Keep it bad. It's okay. Just don't tackle it too hard.
I think she got a scholarship too. She is doing the damn thing.
I'm gonna plead the blood of Jesus over her. She's gonna be fine. She's gonna do great.
She a defensive back.
Oh damn!
I don't know what that is, but that sounds like it make your back hurt.
It would make my back hurt because I damn sure would not be out there.
Do you have anybody, Jasmine?
You know, I actually missed this part of the Google Doc.
It's all Gucci. It's all Gucci.
It could be anybody.
You know.
Don't say Tiana Trump though.
Who?
Tiana Trump.
The porn star. The porn star Tiana Trump. As long as you're not saying.
You said.
As long as you're not saying. No. Tiana Trump, we all right.
But you know who I do want to give a big shout out to? I was supposed to bring her on our show, but our classmate Kayla Ivy. Y'all know Kayla
Ivy.
She's the vice president of Glow.
She also has a hair care line now too.
So Kayla has started her. I've seen Kayla on the ground for a minute, and you know she's out there doing her thing with Glow, doing her thing with women's empowerment. They have the lady who did the experiment, the Blue Eyes Brown Eyes experiment. They have them come in, so I know she had her.
Oh yeah, I can't wait. I told my Spanish teacher, baby, I won't be here on the 26th.
That's March 26th.
Yep,
March 26th. Got to be there.
But they got her coming. I know she's had her little tidbits with that. So shout out to Kayla. Her Ivy Rose hair care has just started. Girl, she got a lot of stuff up in there too. She has some type of bonnet. Like it's like a heated bonnet.
Not a bonnet.
It's a heated bonnet. Y'all, I gotta show y'all because I said, "Oh sis, I ain't know y'all had all this over at Ivy Rose."
I want to try her, but when I take these out, I plan on starting my locks. I'm going to get a wig because I won't go through the ugly phase. I meant to ask you, like, when you get your wig from, but I'm going to ask you after the show.
There's one more thing I want to touch bases on. We kind of talked about it a little bit, about the Instagram and whatnot with plastic surgery and the African-American woman's body. We didn't get to it, but we want to get to it.
Let me address that. Okay, so have you guys seen the music video for J. Cole's Middle Child?
No, I have not seen it.
Okay, so I watched it twice, but then I watched another video on YouTube that, like, analyzed it, and it was just like you could buy a black woman's face in the grocery store in a part of the thing, and the white woman was picking it up, and she was buying the black woman's edges and everything. And I listen. This is the realest ish I'm ever gonna say. We are highly imitated. Everybody want to be black until it's time to stand up for us. Okay, they want our features. They don't want our problems.
You're not gonna know. You're just not going to know. If the cop pulls you over, you're not going to know what that feels like.
Never.
It's just some things you're just not going to know. So it is what it is.
By the grace of God and knock on wood, I have not been pulled over yet. But my mom has. It's a shame that my mom had to go through a little training with me. I don't know if you guys have seen the movie The Hate You Give.
The Hate You Give, yeah.
Yes,
he trained his kids on how to. And my mom was just like, when you get stopped, put your hands on the steering wheel. I don't even care if you're a woman. They'll find any little thing to take you in or to give you a ticket or to be nasty with you. And she was just like, just get the badge number to report it, but don't get nasty back, because my mom knows how my mouth is, and I don't like for anybody to disrespect me when I haven't disrespected them. But it comes a time where you have to choose, do I want my life, or... Like, I hate that I have to be disrespected, but I'm not going to put myself... First of all, my mom's only child, so I would never want her to go through anything like that. So if that means I got to bite my lip and just report them later on, then I'm just going to have to do that.
So I have been pulled over before, but it wasn't no funny shit.
It wasn't?
It wasn't.
That's
good.
No
funny shit. I was back home, though, too. So I feel like there is not that there's a variance, but I feel like sometimes it's like back home, I feel a little bit more comfortable. But if I were to get pulled over, like in the South, I would not be.
Oh yeah. No, I'm not saying like in this particular area. Yeah. Well, you know what? Let me take that back. I feel like for black males in this area to be pulled off, oof,
that's bad.
But to be a black woman, it's really not bad.
Yeah,
it's not bad. But in the South, I would keep going until we got to like a public gas station.
Yeah, girl.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep on riding. I called a little anonymous. Hello. There is currently an officer following me. I am not going to stop until we get somewhere public.
Thank you.
They be snatching bitches out the car.
Be outside of ABC, somebody's news station.
Yeah.
Look at me. I'm here. I'm black. Look. Now you can pull me over.
Right. Say you're not gonna be hashtagging say her name about me.
But what you did say about that was very true. The white women women in period taking our features.
Yeah. Of other ethnicities.
And then they try to flip it back on us. Oh, so you want to get all these sew-ins, but you're trying to be white. First of all, none of that hair is white. It's Peruvian. It's Malaysian.
And white women get sew-ins
Brazilian. That's not white. That's not German hair. That's not British hair.
I got this from Selena,
British. Bitch. That's more like a nationality.
Well, I'm saying it's not white.
Ukrainian. It's not over there.
It's not white. It's not European hair.
No.
I get what you're saying,
thin
though.
ass shit.
I get what you're saying, though. Yeah.
It was just for
dramatic
value. I just wanted to say British for dramatic value.
That you got to wash every damn day.
I'm glad they freed 21. I had to say British.
I've had enough of you. I have had enough.
Dead ass though, they take our shit. My thing is some black men. I'm not gonna put all your brothers out there. You know, my black brothers. I'm not gonna say all y'all, place all y'all in that category. But some black men will not date a black woman.
Nope.
But want to build the bitch with Malibu Barbie.
Because they want the black women features, but they don't want the black girl stigma attitude.
The black girl mouth.
They just want you to shut up and bring them their dinner.
That's it.
Why can't you shut up and bring me my dinner? I'm just saying. But, yes, it's sad, but it's true. And don't get me wrong. There are some really good black men out there. They just not on this campus. Mm-mm. Not that I've come across anyway.
I think my man in Houston.
You think
Whoa! A lot of girls saying that.
I think it's some fine niggas on Twitter.
It's hot as shit in Houston.
It is. And
I want to go back up. I want to go up north, not Northern Virginia. Yuck. More like I'm thinking Philly or New York for me.
New York. Yeah.
So yeah. That is.
I don't want to live in Houston, no.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I want my man.
Because you look when I wear dresses
to be from
in the
H-Town.
summer, or if you wear shorts, my thighs get to chafing, and then it's uncomfortable, and my underboob get to sweating. It's just a lot of sweat. Mm-hmm. I'm a lot of woman, so no, I can't be nowhere hot.
And I'm asthmatic. I don't have time for that. Humidity, that's a no-no.
Not asthmatic.
I am. It's not gonna.
You know what that reminded me of?
Hey boo.
You know what that remind me of? I got glaucoma. Anybody got time for that? I'm asthmatic. Anybody got time for that?
I got bronchitis.
Oh, you know what? Did she say bronchitis? What did I say?
You said glaucoma.
That's
you going in
the eyes. But it's okay.
Wow.
We knew what you meant.
Bronchitis.
Damn. It's okay. Y'all
P.O.P.
Y'all knew what I meant. Yeah.
I ain't here. Edit it out. Edit it out. She ain't say that.
It's all good. We can edit. We gonna edit.
Okay, I think the last heavy topic that we have is what are some of the common problems between black women today? Like between us, solely between us. In which I couldn't think of a lot because I feel like we've gotten a lot better.
Yeah.
The only debate that I could throw up was the light skin, dark skin debate that I wish would go the fuck away. Go away. Listen, to all of my dark skin, chocolate, brown skin sisters out there, I wish I had the pigmentation that you guys had. I have melanin, but y'all got melanin, okay? I wish my mom had spit me out like a brown baby, but she didn't. But I don't want you to feel as though because I'm lighter, don't feel as though that I think I'm better. Because I'm no better.
And I think this topic comes with a lot of maturity. Because, like, early on, like, when we're in middle school and whatnot, it's like the darkest girl, she gets bullied on. And then the light skin with the curly hair usually gets glorified. It comes with maturity with some aspects. But it still does go on, like, with people around our age.
And that's just like I told you, I saw a video on Twitter, like, a week ago, I want to say, where it was black men and black women having some type of discussion. I couldn't even hear what they were discussing, honestly. And it's just like when the darker toned woman was talking, they were interrupting her. But as soon as the light skinned girl opened her mouth, everybody shut the fuck up. I was like, shut the fuck up for both. Don't do that. Don't make the darker toned girl feel as though what she has to say isn't as valid. I won't really rocking with that. And if I see something that ignorant, of course, I love to speak up. I love to pop off. So I have no problem addressing that.
I feel like a lot of sometimes, like, I've experienced different, even people in my friend group kind of feel as though I'm some type of way, or light-skinned people are like this, or light-skinned people are like that. And I'm just like, don't do me like that.
Right.
Don't do me.
That's that light-skinned shit.
Right.
Because I don't want to text you back.
I just want to say this right now.
Everybody shit.
Y'all two are the most down-to-earth light-skins I know.
Really?
Period.
Come on.
No, period, though.
Come on, lemon heads out there.
For real, though.
Like right damn heads out there. Yeah.
Jasmine and Danyale, those are the realest light-skinned bitches on this campus. I just said it.
God.
Jay Mello just said it.
You know what?
Jay Mello just said it.
I have to agree with that because a lot of the light-skinned girls on this campus are so fucking stuck up.
They're airheads. They're walking airheads.
Like, she literally walks around with her phone like...
I hate it.
Damn.
We ain't dropping no names.
Damn.
We ain't dropping no names.
I ain't dropping no names.
Just know I see you at the. You know what?
I see you.
She seen you.
And you look
I
a mess.
see you Friday night at the party.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
I'm just like, yeah, those are the girls with their head. They have their heads and their asses.
Girl.
And
y'all not like that.
They about as bad as the Hampton girls.
Girl.
That's a totally different show.
That's a whole nother lane.
That's a whole nother show.
He said that's a whole nother show.
That's a whole nother
NSU, HU, that's a whole nother show.
Yeah. Yeah. But I understand, no, there are definitely some light-skinned girls on this campus with no common sense. They make us look so fucking ditzy.
And even
and we're not all ditzy.
And even some light-skinned women experience the same things that you talk about, the same adversities that you talk about. Because my mom, she works for the government. She works in D.C. And even though, I promise you, my mom's probably like your complexion or lighter. And she got the hazel eyes just like you do. And honestly, like, people have questioned me, like, is your mom white? And I'm just like, no, she's not. She's not white. I'm going to show y'all a picture. But she still experiences the same thing that every other black woman does. Like, the white people not trying to promote her, not trying to give her a raise, trying to sweep her under the rug. Like, you know what I'm saying? Giving it off to the next white woman.
Right. And I totally understand it because the comment with that, I took 2 years of French in high school, 2 years of Spanish. And with my French instructor, she asked me, she was like, well, which one of your parents are white? And I said, neither one. And... we was talking about the mic. Oh, okay. Well, she asked me which one of my parents was white. I said neither one. Both of my parents are black. And then she asked me again, and I said both of my parents are black. Then she turned around and asked my mom at a parent-teacher conference, listen, my mom is a lot of things, but she ain't the one or the two, okay? And she was like, so is Danielle's dad black? She's like, bitch, I know you fucking asked my child this question a couple times because she done came home and told me she's black. Maybe your ancestors, not even maybe, your ancestors raped us a long time ago, and it skipped all her cousins and hit her little red ass. That's why she's red. I was sitting there like, man, you had to do that lady like that. You didn't have to do that lady like that. I said, you didn't embarrass me in front of the white people. Fuck these white people. My mom is not the one, okay? I'm so serious. And I had a math teacher. It was like, of course, you know, in high school in Woodbridge, it's diverse, but it's not diverse. Girl. And you know, the math teacher basically told me, "Oh, you're one of the good black kids." What? And I was like, "Wait a minute."
This is at Potomac.
This was at Potomac. And I'm like, I really loved this teacher till she came out her lips and said this. So I went downstairs and told my white mama, because I do have a white mentor. She is down for the cause. She be the main ones at the protests and everything. Yeah, I told her what happened. She went upstairs. She didn't go to admin. Because, you know, white people love to go to admin and higher ups. She didn't go to higher ups. She went straight to her neck. So I think her kindred spirit is black. But, yeah. I was just like, I was so offended. Like, what do you mean I'm one of the good black kids? Bitch, a problem child. First of all, if anything, I feel like white kids, when they're problem children, they're worse than black kids.
For sure.
Black kids just, if you get them that look, or you hit them one good time, they good. But with white kids, they be like, fuck you, mom. Oh, hell no. I wish I would have, Jamaica would have had me, all up in the Walmart. You want to go to the bathroom? I got cute one time. I ain't got to use the bathroom. She beat me in the fucking parking lot. So
you ain't gotta use the bathroom, but you gonna get your ass beat in this parking lot.
That's it.
I knew. Look, I've always known my mama ain't the one. Not the one. She not playing with me either.
Okay, so let's get into the melanin report for this week.
Should I do the thing like trade the melanin report? I can't say this fast.
Melanin.
No, just see. You should just let it stop.
Melanin report.
That's how he does it. I think we have speech impediments and you don't.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. That's probably what it is.
Yep.
All right, but so we're going to get into the melanin report. It's highlighting black women this week because the topic for this week is black women.
Although we should be highlighted every day.
So we all know that there's big money in Wall Street, and the person who is leading the main New York Stock Exchange is 24-year-old African-American woman, Lauren Simmons. Lauren Simmons grew up in Georgia and later went to Kennesaw State University, where she only majored in statistics. I forgot what was her... No, she minored in statistics, and she was a major in biochem, I believe. She wanted to be a doctor. So the process of becoming available to do stocks is very rigorous and requires many extensive financial math exams, and only 20% of the individuals who go out for the position actually get it. Lauren Simmons is the youngest and only woman, and only black woman, to do the stock exchange right now. Many interviewers asked her about her day-to-day obligations, and she stated that when she got the new position, there wasn't even a women's restroom in the first floor.
Damn.
So they had to build a new one. And the iconic jackets that are worn by them on a day-to-day basis were too big for her because there weren't any women jackets in general. But they made accommodations right away. And she hopes that a lot of financial majors go out for these positions because a lot of women don't usually do so. Mm-hmm. And what do you guys think about Lauren's new journey with her new career? I think sis is
securing that bag.
She is securing it.
And I'm proud of her. I'm proud of you. Sis, if you were to ever hear this, I'm proud of you.
Right.
I'm one young black woman that is proud of you.
Right.
Making big money.
Because I told y'all, numbers are not my thing.
Only African-American woman trading stocks right now as we speak.
Damn.
Go off, sis.
That is crazy that we're still becoming the first black woman to do this and do that.
To this day.
Yeah, that's wild.
Like
to this day.
We are definitely our ancestors' wildest dreams. Like, I saw that somewhere, but like, damn, that's so true.
Dead ass. They're probably like, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, fuck them up. Don't get up off their necks.
Right.
Yeah.
Y'all see her?
I wish y'all could see that. Oh my God.
You ain't say your saying today.
What?
The Nicki Minaj jank.
Oh, to freedom!
Stop it.
To freedom! Make sure the recording didn't stop, because last time I did that shit,
It stopped. It didn't stop this time.
Okay, good. Oh my God, to freedom. To freedom.
I'm so weak. No, I wouldn't be surprised if sis started a scholarship fund, a school, or something, because that would be dope. If that's one thing I did want to do, let me let you know this right now. Mm-hmm. If the budget allows. Right. Once I make it, because I'm going to make it.
You going to make it.
But when the budget allows, when the time is right, I would love to start a scholarship fund for black girls in the same predicaments and situation that I was in. So,
that would be great.
That's lit.
And reasonable scholarships too, because the requirements for scholarships these days.
That's what I'm saying. It was so hard because it's
who got time to write a 10-page essay on the top?
10-page essay, and you need a 4.0 GPA. I want it right now.
Right.
You're not getting it.
You might get that 10-page, but you ain't gonna get that 4.0.
You're not getting the 4.0.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, are y'all ready to get into our last segment? What's Advice by D and J
featuring Jay.
What I
love saying that.
Okay, so what someone sent in is so basically, like, people send us questions every week.
Send us scenarios.
Yeah, send us scenarios. They real life drama. It's okay.
Real life drama.
People don't be sending us shit. We be telling them to send us shit, but they don't be sending us stuff.
But you know,
oh yeah.
So this week reads, at what point is it too early to settle down?
So this is just scenario.
Yeah.
So like college type of, I like to ask a bunch of questions for questions.
Oh my
It's like a college relationship. Like, what age am I at?
I don't
There's
know.
so many variations. That's a very broad situation.
Well, I'm sorry. I didn't read the rest of it.
All right.
Oops, sorry.
So the first question was, at what point is it too early to settle down? And then it continues to say, I feel as if love doesn't happen when you want it to. Love happens when it's ready. I'm currently in college. I'm young. I'm dating. But what am I dating for? I'm not even sure what I'm looking for in a guy, but I know I like to have a good time. Is this all a part of the dating game to be unsure of what I want, or should I already have an idea? Thanks, guys. Ooh, let me go first.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Because I'm going to read the
question. So, yeah. As far as, like, is it too early to settle down? First of all, as I was just telling a friend a few hours ago, a lot of the time we put our, like, what we want as far as the dating aspect, we compare it to where other people are. Just because your friends are 20 and 21 engaged, or you got friends that were married by 25, doesn't mean you're going to be married by 25, and that's not always a negative thing. That gives you more time to live your individual life, to get to know yourself more. And I'm just like, if you don't know what you want, there's nothing wrong with you dating, because like I said before, I know I've said this, there is a difference between being in a relationship and dating someone. Dating is the courting process. Like, we hanging out, we kicking it, we getting to know each other. As long as you're honest with the person that you're dating, like me, if I'm dating someone or I'm dating multiple people, I'm letting them know you're not the only person I'm dating.
And it's okay.
It's okay not to be like your friends. If you're asking, I feel like there's an underlying meaning. Nobody's going to know that you asked this question, but I'm just going to tell you. If you want to just fuck, just say you want to fuck.
That's
it. It sounds like you just want to fuck.
It sounds like you just want to fuck.
Right. It does.
She likes to have a good time, but she don't really know what she wants. You want to fuck.
You want to fuck. But you know what? Do it safely. There's nothing wrong with doing that. Just keep people out of your business.
Right.
And be safe about it, because your health is what matters at the end of the day.
And be careful of them emotions. They can have you in a pickle.
Be careful with these Norfolk niggas.
They can have you in a pickle.
High rate of STDs.
Right. Yes, we do.
And another thing is, I feel like the only problem I do have with that statement is I don't know what I want. Because if you don't know what you want, you start to trickle on funny shit. You start to get into situationships, and then all of a sudden you just want to fuck, but then the next thing you know, you want to fuck with this nigga.
Right.
And then you have your shit fucked up.
That's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened.
Fucked up. That's exactly what happened. You start off wanting to fuck. You're like, oh, I just want to fuck.
Oh,
like,
so
I'm
what
not
happened?
nothing
What happened to
serious.
Peter? What happened to Rob? Oh no, I'm just with Deshaun now.
Right, and then
Deshaun got a good dick. That's why. But you know what?
Okay.
But yeah. Okay. So yeah. Again, it's nothing wrong with you dating, but you saying you don't know what you want. Look, you might, before you get into doing your thing,
brakes, bro.
But yeah, pump your brakes before you get into just fucking. Maybe you should like fast on dating, fast on men, whatever you're into.
I like that.
Fast on it and figure it out, because if you don't have any boundaries, like Jasmine said, it is very easy to like start doing things that are seemingly like unlike you. Because you're not born with knowing what your boundaries are.
Right.
I didn't have any boundaries until I sat back and was like, damn, bitch, where you draw the line at?
Right.
So you have to know where you draw the line. You have to know what your breaking points are, and you damn sure have to know your boundaries. What would you like to tolerate, and what would you not like to tolerate? Don't be that bitch that everybody can run over, okay? And run in.
And you cannot you can't let the people around you influence you. What they're doing is best for them. If this girl just fucking that nigga, that's best for her. If that girl's in a relationship, that's what she need right now.
Right. Some people are relationship girls. Me, I'm cool with whatever makes me feel good at the moment.
And don't let other people set the pace for you either.
Right.
If they like, oh, well, you think it's time for you to settle down, get into it. Nah,
don't
fuck you.
Mind the business that pays you.
I'm going to determine when it's time for me to settle down. If I want to fuck, I want to fuck. If I want to have a nigga, I'm going to have a nigga.
Right.
But if
that's what you want.
Because again, men do this all the time.
That's it.
And I promise y'all, ladies, hold on. This is for everybody.
This conversation
we are so much better at the games than they are. But it's just like, y'all allow the dick to get y'all whipped. Let that dick go.
You whip the
Don't
dick.
let it go.
Come on.
But let that hold that it has on you, let it go. Because a lot of the time, we're better at all the games. Most of the time, first of all, you know when he lying. You know when he ain't no good. You can feel it in your stomach. It's your woman's intuition, but you allow yourself to keep ignoring it, and that's what gets you fucked up. So stop having yourself fucked up and listen to your gut instinct.
Listen to your gut instinct.
I really hope that we were able to help you. I think that was some good advice. If you want to fuck, just fuck. But you saying you don't know what you want, you got to figure it out before you just get out here and just be fucking.
Focus on yourself, hon. Focus on yourself.
Right. With some dick too.
She can. She can.
She can do that.
But
too.
before you try to go anywhere else, focus on yourself.
You don't have to be hurt.
Exactly.
Because if you telling Deshaun, like she said, you just want to fuck, Deshaun gonna have in the back of my mind, all right, this is my little jump. I'm about to just
I'm gonna call her when I want a pizza. I'm gonna tell that ass now.
But then Deshaun starts staying over and y'all start booing.
And to him, it's still just fucking.
To him, it's still just fucking. That's the thing.
It's just comfortable fucking.
It's comfortable fucking.
But to you, right. But to you, y'all building.
Y'all building. Deshaun fucked with me. He spent the night.
I made that nigga breakfast.
He left at 8 o'clock.
Literally, you know
he
that
brought
nigga
his toothbrush.
He just like to have someone warm the lane. He like to be fed.
He asked if he could keep his clothes here.
Right.
He got a towel here.
He just want to change before he go home to his girlfriend.
To his main bitch.
There you go.
To his main
the
bitch.
one he respects. But you know what?
That's another episode. That's another episode.
I'm just saying. Well, I have really really talking to y'all. This has been really great show.
This really was great. I'm so happy that y'all invited me to come on here today.
Yes, I'm glad I met you. Trey P will hook you up with somebody that you get along with.
Yes. Girl, I live right across the hall.
Right across the hall.
Oh, damn. Well, I don't live on campus. I just couldn't do it no more. It was messing up my feng shui.
I'm so weak.
It was. Well, I guess that's a wrap on today's D&J featuring Jay show.
Yeah.
I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you next week.
All right. Follow us on all social media platforms at T&J's Child's Play. And the show will come out on Thursday, so thank you so much for listening.
Okay, let's wave. Bye.
It's all good. Wave at the mic. Wave at the mic. See y'all later. Thank you for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed our podcast.
We're here every Thursday with some new
If you have something to say it to my face.
Or let us know on Instagram and Twitter at T&J's Child's Play.
Make sure you're subscribed to get notified about our podcast.